Yeah.
So, hello everybody. I am here to do a quick tutorial, well, as quick as I can make it because there's quite a bit to cover on Tropic's basic makeup range. We're going to start with foundation because it's my favorite, to be honest with you, and it is the best first step for somebody who is looking at exploring Tropic in regards to makeup. So, um, with the added bonus, as I'm just going to cover it quickly, of the CC cream and also the BB cream. So the CC creams come in different shades, tan, light, deep tan, and medium. And these basically are a one-stop shop for people who are on the go, want a little bit of coverage. They are SPF 50, so they give you your sun protection throughout the day. And they also, they are sweat resistant, so they stay on. Susie created this product so that basically it was when Sienna was really little and she just wanted something quick and easy to splosh on. So that is the CC cream. The BB cream is similar, so it comes with different shades as well. I don't have one to hold, but it's about this size as well. And it basically is not got as high of an SPF. It's a very light primer kind of it's not as thick as what I'm going to show you in a minute, the liquid foundation. But if you want that light coverage, just something you could splosh on and go about your day, BB serum is an option as well. So the CC cream and the BB cream are separate to what I'm going to show you today. So it's always good to decide which way you want to go, whether you want to go with liquid foundation, so this is the size of the liquid foundations, or if you want to go powdered mineral foundation. So the mineral powder foundation has been the same basically since I began Tropic, or since Tropic brought a makeup range in actually, because I was here when Tropic brought the makeup range in. Um, and it's very light again, and it's mineral, it diffuses. So if you've got like wrinklier, older, drier skin, our foundation is brilliant for getting in the crooks and crannies and deflecting the light from the wrinkles. So it basically doesn't sit in your wrinkles. So it's very, very light foundation. This might be a little bit dark for Haley, but we'll give it a go. So these pots are our refill pots as well. So basically, you buy one pot and then for the rest of the time, you just do refills. And it basically goes on very easy and very light. Oh no, that's not too bad, Hales. So this is just number two. So this is basically just a very light foundation powder for anyone who just doesn't want that cakey feeling. Put a bit more because I didn't put.
Oh, it's actually not make the temperature.
No, it's actually the right shade.
Because it's thin though.
Yeah.
If it was a full
So
coverage.
obviously I haven't done any priming on Hayley's face. I just wanted to show you how easily it goes on. So, and you basically just buffer it in like this. Um, and then I don't know if you can see any differences there. So that's the side I've done, and the other side I haven't done. So there you go. It's just very light and powdery, essentially. Okay, so this comes in a collection, which we can discuss at the end. The collection that I do want to, I'll just show you actually. So I will show you the options. So here we have our Radiant Complexion Kit. So basically, you can build your own of these. So you choose whichever colors you want to choose. Sorry, that's my dog barking in the background. And you basically, in the collection kit, you get a concealer, the Liquid Radiance, which is the liquid foundation that I'm going to show you. the powder product that you want. So you can either choose what I've just demonstrated, the mineral foundation, or the soft focus, which is another round pot. And then you also get 2 free brushes. So, or you get a beauty tool. You can choose between which one you want. So the velvet cushion and the powder brush, which is this one. So this is basically the collection we're going to go through. So we will just take off the foundation from Haley's face because I literally just wanted to show you.
It feels horrendous.
Sorry, Mum.
Is that
Just
Mum?
water.
Sorry, Mum. You're a child.
Oh dear. Well, here we go. Good start, people. Okay. Now, there are different colours for the liquid foundation. Most of the people that I speak to are 1, 2, or 3. I hardly ever get any of the darker colours, but obviously it goes right up to shade 11, I think it is. For anyone with darker skin tones. Yeah, so shade 11 it goes up to. But most of the time I choose from these 3. Haley and I have fiddled around this morning. So mine here is a shade 3, which I most of the time am, to be honest, even if I've got a bit of a tan. And Haley is shade 1. So these are just the testers. So these are the testers that I've got, but the actual product comes in this nice glass bottle with a gold lid. So the thing I love about this liquid foundation is, again, you can literally just splosh it on. So if you were putting it on yourself, you would literally pump out a 5 pence piece blob, basically, rub your hands together and literally smear it all over. And that is like a really simple base. Because I'm demonstrating this today, I will use the velvet cushion.
That looks like a lot.
Yep. But remember, we're using the cushion
Oh,
so it can disappear.
That's why you should have a wet cushion.
Okie doke. So you can use the velvet cushion to apply this foundation. So what I tend to do is I do a thin base layer of the liquid foundation. And then if there are any areas that we have not been covered, so I have applied this half to Haley's face. So I'm not sure if you can get close enough to see the difference there. So hopefully you can see the side that I've put the makeup on, that side. And then the other side has no makeup on. So again, it's just a light cover up. Then the option within the kit is either to have the Illuma or the undercover. So they basically come in the same kind of pot. The undercover and basically one of these as an applicator. Because this is too dark for Haley, I'm going to use a tester. So sometimes the concealer and the liquid foundation are different. So you actually have to see which one, although they don't look too different now on my hand today. So then you would just find little areas that maybe need a bit of a cover up, and then you would just literally dab it in, or areas that you want to use like a bit more, have a bit more covered up. So I often put this around my nose because for some reason it's always red there. Any blemishes that you might have, you can just literally cover them up with the concealer.
Just put it all over my forehead.
Yeah, I'll put it all over your forehead, honey. Sorry.
trying to agree.
Sorry. So you literally just dab it on. So it comes in a dabby bottle. So you basically can literally just cover up a bit better. Do you wanna get a bit closer? Okay. So that is concealer. The other product option in the collection is Illuma. So Illuma is designed for those of us like myself who have dark circles under our eyes. And it goes on top of liquid foundation. So basically, again, it has got particles in it that deflect the light, so basically, or reflect the light to help brighten the area. So the whole point is that we don't want dark circles around our eyes, do we? So I've got no base makeup on whatsoever. So this is just what the Illuma does. So this would go over the top of the foundation. Concealer can go over the top or underneath, depending on what you want. So this is the eye, the Illuma without. Can you see the difference? It's quite a big difference, actually. Probably because I've got really big dark circles today. Obviously looks funny because I don't have any of the other makeup on. But that is basically a really good way. If you've put your foundation on and your eyes are still quite dark, you can then just touch up with this. So the collection comes with either or, so the Illuma or the concealer. And obviously you can buy the other one separately if you wanted both. So we've got our liquid foundation, we've done a little bit of concealer. I've demonstrated to you the Illuma. We then decide what we want to finish it with. So earlier on I showed you the mineral foundation, which I can add if we add on top of the liquid foundation now. Stuff. Right, and then you literally just go round in a circle to apply with this brush, which is a kabuki. I thought it was called a kabuki, but I thought I'd check. So there, you can literally just dust over with foundation. So again, you can keep building that. So if you want a thicker, heavier kind of makeup solution, you can put more on. The other option to get is the soft focus. So this is a white powder, and it basically is exactly what it says, a soft powder.
I love it.
And it just helps to finish off your makeup. So it stops it sliding. If it's, say you're at a wedding or something, it just stops it sliding off your face. It also just buffs out any harsh lines. So if you've done, say, your blusher and it's looking a bit like harsh on the line, you can just dust over it with soft focus and it just literally blends it out a little bit. So that is the soft focus. So let's get a bit closer with the camera. So this is Hayley's face with all of the foundation on it, and this is without. She's got good skin anyway, so it's like nice.
And there's a word filter.
Okie dokie. Huh?
There's a filter on because Zoom has a filter.
Oh.
A skin filter that makes your skin more perfect.
Oh.
So basically, you aren't actually like seeing actual like skin. You know, it touches up pretty.
She says this to me now. Can we turn this
That's
filter off?
That's why I thought it was weird you were going to do Zoom, because if you did it on the normal camera, which is on your phone, then it wouldn't do it. Did you not know that?
No.
I thought you were looking. You can literally see though your skin doesn't look like your skin. It looks too perfect, doesn't it? Like that. If you look,
Yours does.
like I don't have any acne there, but I do have acne. So you can't actually see any difference. I'm sorry. I didn't think about it. I thought you knew.
Okay. Whether I choose to put this Zoom recording on or not, I do not know now. But anyway, so makeup, it does cover up very well, but obviously so does the Zoom um,
The Zoom
filter.
filter.
So that is the skin, the no, what's it called? The Radiant Complexion Kit. So you get to choose what you want, basically, liquid foundation, and then you either have powdered foundation or soft focus. You can choose either the Illuma or the concealer, and then you get a free brush with it or the velvet cushion. So lots of options, but it's very good as a starting point for those who don't know what makeup they want. Right, so that is a foundation. Next up is our palette. So I'm just going to go through a whistle-stop tour of this because there are so many options with our makeup palette. And when Susie bought this out, she bought it out so that we could have the option and choose what we wanted and when we want it ultimately. And the idea of the pan is that it's all like really recyclable. So all of the colours actually inside of these clippy bits come in an aluminium tin. And so basically the makeup's in there. Once it's finished, you pop the tin out, you replace the tin, and then you put the tin in the recycling. This means that you're not having to get rid of the palette every time. So the first time you can buy a full palette if you want to. And you get so basically if you buy all the colours, you get the palette for free. If you don't want to do it that way, you can literally buy individuals. They only come in cardboard boxes though, so it's fine if you're only having your makeup at home, but if you want to put your makeup in your bag, take it with you anywhere, I would recommend a palette. And the palette has different sizes for different things. So up here, this is an eyebrow color, so we have three different eyebrow colors. We have eyeshadows. So these come in the small pans as well, and there's multiple different eyeshadows. We have different highlighters. So this is a highlighter color here, and then we have two different blushes on this one. So it always needs to come with a bigger pan. So if you know you're going to use a blusher more than anything else, then you would choose that as the bigger pan, and then you would decide what colors you wanted in the pan. Again, all of the options are on my Tropic website, which you can look at if I get it up here a minute, I'm sure. So it gives you the small pan options, medium pan options, and large pan options. So you have, like I said, the eyebrows and eyeshadows, the blushes, the highlighters. You can also get setting powder in a minimum pan, and then blusher, bronzer, and in the bigger colors. And there's different configurations of the palette as well. Um, so often it's best to decide what colors you like and then work out the configuration of the palette afterwards. And obviously, I'm showing this to you on my shop because you can build it on my shop. But if you would prefer, I can help build this for you. So as you can see here, this is how it works. And then they pop out and they come in a cardboard. And then you just fill them up. So it's very clever, very, very clever. And it means that you can have whatever colors you want, really. So just because a lot of people like wonder, how do you apply blusher? How do you apply highlighter? And those kind of things. I will do a quick demonstration. I was just seeing if there's another brush. No. Okay. So because this is the blusher that I've got in this pan, I probably might use, yeah, I'm going to use this one here. So basically with blusher, you want to smile and you just apply it to the apple of your cheek and then back towards your hairline. So if you smile and then you just pop a bit. So you want like in the middle of your eye, really. So don't go right over to your nose. literally just from the middle of your eye and then apply it out.
You do realise the first is gonna black out the colour of the blush.
Yeah, well, it's just a tutorial today, not colors. You have to take my word for it, people. And I won't use Zoom to record a video for makeup again. So, can we see any difference?
The colour that has the blush on the others.
So, but I showed
Lemon!
you how to put it on. So it's smile, and then you go from the middle of your eye on the ball of your cheek out to your hairline. That is so essentially how you apply blusher. Highlighter, not that I've got the right brush. I'm sure there's another brush somewhere.
Probably.
So highlighter is a bit more shiny. So you can basically use a different brush and you apply this on the top of the blusher. So you basically just pop it along the top of the blusher and blend it together. Like I said, this wasn't really the right brush. You can also do a little bit of highlighter down your nose line. So I quite like to do a little bit here. And a little bit on your chin if you want to, just to highlight some of those areas. So it just literally adds in a bit more shine if you want a bit more of a shine to your makeup.
Don't see it.
I'll take a photo of her face. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can see it in there.
Okay. Um, in terms of eyebrows, we have three different colors for eyebrows. Um, this is the darkest one, which probably we will get away with on Hayley. Bearing in mind that I've put liquid foundation on her eyebrow, which I can see. So we'll just clear that out.
It's fine, the camera can't.
This is one of my favorite 3-in-1 eye brushes, and you basically just
This is
get the tapered end.
so weird. I've never done anything like Bronson.
Tapered end, and then you just literally color them in. Sorry. Because a bit just dropped on your cheek. Ugh, typically.
Do not blow on your client's face, mother, you disgusting person.
Sorry. Don't blow on your client's face, people. Right.
There's no nice relaxing time. Yours there.
Right, the best thing about this brush, it's got a spoolie on it. So if you have drawn on the colour, you can then use the spoolie to just pull it through, basically. And again, you don't want to do it too heavy in here. So if you paint too heavy here, you want to really use the spoolie to pull it out. Otherwise, it will make it look odd. So you just want to, there we go.
Oh, looks so nice. Thank you.
So that is that. And also on this brush, just to finish it off, we have a eyeshadow brush as well. Eyeshadow is to everyone's own desire, really. We used to have palettes of 4 different colours when Tropic first brought out
I still
eyeshadow.
have one of those.
And I love to use it because it just made life easier. So what I tend to do, I still follow kind of the same rule of thumb when it comes to the eyeshadows. So I use I use a lighter color, which is this is the oatmeal, and I put that all over the eye. Okay. It just gives it a nice shine and shimmer. And I will literally go right up to the eyebrow with that and right down to the eyelid with that one. Then I would, so I haven't got very many eyeshadow colors, but I do have this lovely copper color. So I really like this copper. And with the copper, I would pop that just on the eyelid itself. So literally, so you've covered the whole eye with the lighter color, and then with a different shade, whatever your choosing is really. This is how you kind of like do your different smoky eyes and things. And there is loads of information about this on YouTube. So you would just literally do the eye, what am I trying to say here? The
Eyelid.
eyelid.
Oh,
And then, so what Tropic used to then do would put a different color in the palette, and we would go back over. So there's a crease in our eyelid just here. And if you go into the eyelid, you can basically do a little bit of a different color. So this, I'm using the gold here. It's going to be a very shiny eye. And basically, you can just fill that in like that.
making the right thing.
Take a photo.
Oh. Oh, that's actually really pretty. I wasn't expecting your eyeshadow skills to be that good.
Oh, well,
Better
thanks,
than all the
darling.
other Thanks, sorry.
The bit that I forgot as well, with the lighter color, you want to just go underneath the eye slightly, and this helps to hold on mascara. So you basically get your lady or
Oh
yourself
my God, this is
to
so
look up, and
good.
you literally just draw underneath the bottom lashes with the eyeshadow, which is a bit fiddly,
How are you meant to do this on
but it
yourself?
helps to keep your mascara in place. So it literally just, yeah, helps to stop it dropping. And then if you want to as well, you can use the tapered part of your 3-in-1 brush, and you could put a bit of like the copper color. I'm going to do it with the copper underneath the eyelashes as well. So you could just define the eye a little bit with this color. And then if your client would stop blinking,
I'm sorry. I don't need to put me in the eye.
well, I'm trying not to poke you in the eye, but the more you blink, the worse it gets.
I'm just thinking on something. I can't stop it.
Right, so there we have it, a half face. Then you can add your mascara. We've got eyeliner, and we've also got multiple lip options as well, from butter tint to lipstick to lip gloss and
You know what you've done wrong?
everything in between.
You know what you've
What
done
have
wrong?
I done wrong?
You haven't done this on my face.
So what I'm going to do now, ladies, is I'm going to take a picture of Hayley's face, and I will add it to the video to prove to you that I actually did do half her face, and that Zoom has done a really good job at like creating a lovely filter. Um, if you have any questions, want any clarification, just send me a message and I will get that sorted. Um, most of the information is on our shops for the makeup, but of course you can come and ask me direct, and you can also grab a catalogue, and all of the details are in there as well. And thank you very much for listening.